Rachel Pappy is partner and vice president of Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting, joining me now to talk about how to find out which tax firm you want to hire. You see so many options out there if you owe taxes, if you're looking to hire a firm that's going to help you out, Rachel. You know, we want to make sure that our viewers know that they can cut through all of the noise and actually find some of the best here. So we're going to talk about some of the questions you need to ask a potential somebody that's going to help you out with your taxes. First off, what are some things that you should look for when you first maybe pick out somebody that's going to help you out with your taxes?
Yes, I'm really excited to help prospective clients know how to, like you said, cut through the noise and figure out, is the tax firm that they're talking to legitimate? You know, the tax resolution industry, if you just watch TV or listen to the radio, it's a huge money-making business these days.
Okay.
Which, as an accountant and a tax attorney, it breaks my heart to know there are prospective clients out there who owe taxes who are getting scammed. One thing to ask is the owner of the firm an accountant? Were they an accountant before they became a tax attorney? In my mind, that's important, not just because I was an accountant before I became a tax attorney. You know, Rod and myself, we've been in accounting and tax since the 90s. But the reason for that is we didn't jump into it when tax resolution became the fad, or we felt like there was money to be made in the industry. So be wary of firms that seem to have jumped into it or are tax attorneys but were not accountants. Not just because they may be looking to make money off of people they decided were easy prey, but more importantly, if you get a letter from the IRS, you want your representation to be able to read that letter and say, the IRS made a mistake here. I'm looking at your tax return and this notice is wrong. If someone was not an accountant, they're just going to jump to having you pay those taxes.
Right. They're looking at it as a legality reason. All right, here, let me see how I can get you out of it. Whereas an accountant's mind would be, well, hold on, no, you might be in the right here. Here's the reason why. You might not have to owe anything. So it's a good way to be thinking. That's a good way to look at it.
You may just be able to amend the return and you may not have to pay the taxes at all.
All right, get away from those fees and fines that you would have to pay.
Exactly.
All right, what's some things that you should look for when you go to these professionals?
Yes. Another thing you need to ask is, how far are you going to take my case? So we have clients who come in who say, I've been to all these firms and everyone's charging about the same. It seems like everyone's saying about the same thing. We always say, ask how far they're going to take your case, because and get it in writing. There are firms that will just file, and that's it. That's what the entire fee covers. So filing, let's say, an offer in compromise, or filing to request an installment agreement. Our firm's going to file, appeal, defend you, maybe petition tax court, and we're going to work until we reach a case, reach an agreement on your case. That's not the same thing that happens at every firm. Some firms may file an offer in compromise knowing full well it's going to get rejected, but when the rejection comes, that's it, case closed. I'm sorry you got a rejection. We would appeal that rejection. So those types of things you want to get in writing. How far are you taking my case? Are you handling appeals? Are you going to represent me on a collection due process hearing? On and on down the line. How much does this include?
Right, and imagine they're going to do the forensics up there to make sure that you know that you might be in the right altogether.
Right.
All right. What about you know, your tax professional says, hey, meet me down at Panera Bread here, and we can discuss this. I mean, that to me obviously is one thing, but there's other ways we could see if they're just like fly-by-night kind of operation.
Yeah, exactly. So, tax resolution industry, tons of marketing, tons of commercials, radio ads, all of it. If someone's doing a lot of marketing, they better also have a lot of staff. We have about 100 employees. We've been marketing for years. We represent a number of clients. And the reason we have almost 100 employees is because we are adequately staffed to take care of them. Nobody's cases are falling through the cracks. We have about 20 attorneys, a dozen accountants. Every case is paid attention to. We have software to track the flow of every case, to move it forward, on and on down the line. If someone's doing a ton of marketing and you ask them, how many employees do you have? They have less than 5 attorneys, you know.
Red flag.
Yeah, exactly. If they less than 50 employees, huge red flag. Why are they doing so much marketing and potentially have so many clients if they don't have the staff to handle it?
And quickly we have to say congratulations, 3rd year in a row. Actually won Best Place to Work, right?
Yes, 3rd year in a row. And for us, that's it. That's one of the best awards we can win, because those surveys are given to our employees anonymously for them to answer anonymously to say if they agree with the leadership of the firm, the vision of the firm, how we take care of our clients. And for us, that speaks volumes about the integrity and the moral and ethical direction of the firm if they agree with how we take care of our clients.
Rachel, thank you so much. Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting have 4 metro locations. They have a new address in Oklahoma City and the same one for Norman, Tulsa, and Wichita. You can call them at 405-801-2146. They also assist clients nationwide. You can get in contact with Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting on social media. Just look for Polston Tax. Their website is polstontax.com.